Welcome back, everyone. Are you ready to go on a quick adventure today? Walter's ready? Alright, let's go. We're headed along the North Shore of Lake Mead National Recreation Area today, and we're going to explore an old mining area that was claimed and worked before the lake even existed. This actually presented an odd legal situation that for the current claim owner continues to this day. We're going to learn more about that on the way and what to avoid, so stay tuned and we'll turn off here and head towards the wash. Now I figure while we're out, why not share some tips also for any folks who are newer to driving desert terrain or just overlanding in general. One of the best and easiest to remember rules, number 1, when in doubt, get out. And as you see here, that means get out and look and walk the terrain before you drive it if you have any doubt of its condition or the capabilities of your vehicle. The drop down into this wash here changes week in, week out with every flood, windstorm, or person getting stuck in digging ruts. And you can see someone stack some wood in there trying to get out. So if you have any doubt of the capability of your vehicle to get in or out of this, then simply park here and you can walk the route to the trail. If you get stuck down there in the deep sand or gravel, you will be waiting a while and paying a large tow bill. Alright, so let's kick it in off-road mode and head down into the wash. We're going to follow the rough remains of this road, and this part was actually constructed and used by the original owners of the Anniversary Mine. Now you see, the original mine workings started back in 1921, but Lake Mead didn't even exist until 1936. This meant the area surrounding the mine claim had now become federal land basically overnight, part of the new Boulder Dam Recreation Area. As we approach this little intersection, we're going to hit the second off-road rule. Number 2, stay on marked trails. As you can see here, it appears we could continue to the left up this nice smooth wash, as other folks may have done. You can clearly observe the trail marker pointing straight ahead though. Stay on the marked trail to minimize the impact of your activities on the plants and wildlife of the desert ecosystem. Okay, back to the mine. So in order to access their long-held claim, the owners had laid a primitive road as they saw fit, as you can see us driving the remains of some of it here. This is what got legal problems started, because as the federal government saw it, they were taking unauthorized actions by paving inside the recreation area, something to that effect. The lawsuit and the appeal that follows seem to still be ongoing to this day. You can see several areas of the old road have been completely washed out by the flash floods that come through here. Which brings us to another important point you need to know in this terrain. Do not enter this narrows or any narrows if there is any chance of rain or storms anywhere in the area. To do so can be deadly, as the narrow canyons can quickly fill with flood waters and debris, and you will have no egress due to the high walls. Continuing on, we're going to pass the Orcar Mine area here. This claim is owned by the Southern Nevada Gem and Mineral Society. I'm going to do a whole separate video on this area. If you're interested, let us know below. We're going to keep heading off towards the narrows though, and here you want to stick left. If you head this direction to the right, it's going to take you off towards the owner's claim area, and it is still active, so if you come out here, please respect that. Stay away from that area. It's fenced off, so it's all pretty obvious, but just stick left here and you'll be on track. Going to come to this crest in the hill, and you can see it heads down towards the bottom of the wash. For a long time this used to connect with the road on the other side of the hill. You can see it across the way there. But repeated periodic flash flooding through this canyon kept destroying the terrain. Now you will want to park a little ways down here and get out and walk instead. We'll show where it's been washed out at the bottom too when we get there. Let's head down the hill now, and you'll go down into the wash and just follow it up. It will lead all the way to the narrows, and it's hard to get off track because it's basically a big narrow flood channel. Here, as you can see, where it used to connect over to the other side, but now it just roughly drops into the wash. Let's go. Lots of interesting geology back here. These look like fins or plates that were pushed up from underground at odd angles. You're going to start to see what makes the narrow sections so neat. Now the narrowest part up ahead is really only about a quarter-mile long, but it has a couple really neat individual sections. The character of the narrows changes after each flood, as I've often noticed large boulders have moved down the wash, and some of the natural sinkholes hold water long after the last rains. Here's more of those fins. You can see the power of time and flash floods, as they've carved a smooth channel through the rock. Just past here, you're going to see the remains of the Anniversary Mine. A calcining plant was built and operated back here until 1928. Now, nothing remains but old concrete footers and some broken timbers. Let's head up and take a look at the portal. The Anniversary Mine was a producer of Colemanite, a little known but important ore of boron. Colemanite was named after William Tell Coleman, founder of the Harmony Borax Works in Death Valley, where the mineral was first found and described back in 1884. The boron extracted from Colemanite has wide commercial and consumer use, in everything from high-temperature glass, ceramics, fiberglass for insulation, to soaps, detergents, and water softeners, to pest controls, fireworks, and medicine. You can see the gate is still here, and regardless of claim status, for your safety as usual with any mine in this state or others, stay out, stay alive. So we'll take a look from here and continue on. Here's a view past the mine, and it looks like they had some ore cart tunnels dug through the hill. Let's check it out. Look at this hillside just flaking away. You can see the material they were mining through in these passes. At the end there are some remains, perhaps of the calcining plant, but not much is left now. We're going to head back down to ground level and continue up the wash. Here's more of those interesting fins that extend from underfoot all the way up the hillside in a strange fashion. You can see the remains up top we just came from, and it looks like there must have been a loading dock down here for the trucks. There's a look back at the geology around the mine. I've been keeping an eye on this hillside also. See how it looks like a chunk is missing? Well, the rest of this hillside is all fractured and plated like that. Every time I'm down here now, I keep looking if another piece has come out. That area right there looks like it's ready to go. So we're just going to continue right up the wash towards that narrow V, and that's where the canyon starts. I'm going to cut the commentary so you can just enjoy the scenery like we do. Make sure to stick around till the end for a special hidden surprise. Enjoy the hike!